matagal, malalaman nyo rin ang sumatotal. Kung gusto nyo mapansin, sige lang, pero tandaang magkaiba ang nauso lang sa popular. Boy, dito madali, boy, huwag nyo nga akong kinikengkoy, di ko na rin kayo kalibel, oy. Malaki na ang kaibahan, kahit magtanong ko pa sa iba dyan, basta may alam niya na yan. Diyos ko naman pag di pa inamin, ewan ko na lang. O sige, eto pa baka biting ka pa sa mga naririnig mo ngayon. Eto yung tipo ng isang beses mo lang maririnig sa ingkada totoo. Dito para sa palakpakan, gusto ko lang ipangalandakan na hindi lang ako pang kalmahan, nakantahan nyo nang di nyo nalaman.
Hey, man.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Yo, we got this. Don't worry.
Who's got ball?
Freeze all day, baby. Shot! Shot! 3 of them, baby.
One more.
That's what the ring was for.
Keep it going.
Hey! Give me something today. Turn it up! That's all day, baby. Keep shooting that.
Now we're rolling.
I got you quiet real quick.
Let's go! Phenomenal win. You should be proud of yourselves. Now let's get to work so we can keep this positive energy. We're gonna focus on shooting today. Let's get a lot of repetitions. Break down into your stations. Gonna get a lot of shots up today.
Get started, man. Let's get started.
That's all you.
Hey, swing it.
Watch the pin. Screen coming. Big coming.
Get your mind right.
Switch. Switch.
Again.
Screen. I got your help. Help side. Here. Focus. Hey. That's all day. Yes, sir.
get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Turn it up! Turn it up! We're ready. Let's go.
Just like that.
You want the smoke? This? My court. All day. We've been ready. We want your team. Okay, stop this. Boy, you done. You done.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Get ready for sleep.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Go to the other side, man. I'm dropping a hammer.
Season 7 arrives next week, which means you can count on us to break down everything exciting coming that season.
And you vote the best play of Season 6. That's right. It's all coming to you next Friday, 4 p.m. Pacific Time.
Make sure to stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, check us out on social media. We're at NBA2k_2KTV.
Until next time, enjoy the game.
Finish Season 6 strong, y'all. I want to see some dubs out there.
Saw the WNBA launch the Commissioner's Cup, but what are your thoughts, Doris, about a mid-season tournament being added to the NBA?
Kevin, it's hard not to look at the positive effect that the play-in situation has had on the NBA. Think about it, how much more competitive games are down the stretch of the regular season. So because of that success, I am very open to adding a mid-season tournament.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bagley is out there with Begg, and it's Diallo in at the small forward. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Diallo, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And they'll keep possession. Here are the Hornets with the ball. Right side, Ball. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the quickness helps LaMelo Ball out inside right there. Just allows him to get the quick drop on the defense.
So many electric players in this NBA, Doris. But do you think LaMelo Ball is as exciting as any?
He is at the top of the list, but that list is long. Think about a Ja Morant. Think about an Anthony Edwards. The league is in good hands for decades to come. Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
And he gets the bucket.
But you've got to see the whole floor. LaMelo Ball does exactly that, finds the open man.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Passes to Cunningham. Back to Bagley. To the inside. Bay kicks to Ivy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Ball. And he can't bank that one in. For Charlotte, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. MP, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
MP against Cunningham. Ivy. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
Martin with the bounce pass. Yep, it counts. MP. He's got his second bucket of the night.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Bagley. Here's Bay. That shot off the mark. Charlotte leading by 6. MP kicks the ball. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. That one goes in.
And now you see them starting to really...
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Cunningham finds Diallo. Back to Cunningham. And there's the pass to Bay. Now, here's Ivy. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. On the court for the Pistons, the backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Diallo out there with Bay. And it's Bagley in at the 5 down low. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Hornets.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
I love the aggression, but they'll need more of that to try and climb back into this one.
Pistons trailed by 17. Pass to Ivy. Here's Diallo. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective in the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jay Nabi gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Ball from long range. NP on the follow. NP's got 10 points in the quarter.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the dunk by NP.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Ivy. 8 points for him. Cunningham's shot is off. Now, here's Ball. Not a lot of room, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Williams, he's checked in for Plumlee. McDaniels comes in for Washington. Oubre's checked in for Cody Martin. And it's Rozier in for Ball. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Nerlens Noel checks in for Marvin Bagley. Stewart comes in for Diallo. Burks, he's checked in for Ivy. And Hayes subbed in for Cunningham. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the 76ers was outstanding. He scored 53 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what became a great exhibition on his part. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, D.A. Greg, phenomenal effort by him in that last game.
He willed the team to victory through his talent and through that competitiveness.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here's Burks. We saw him with 10 points last game. Shot clock at 6. Off on the layup.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We'll return shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Martin in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Cunningham outside.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Here's Washington. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 6th assist on the night.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Cunningham, and the rejection by MP.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Now, here's Ivy. And that's going to be too many steps. It's the whistle on the travel. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They host the Kings after this game, and that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. On the court for the Pistons, we've got Sadiq Bey, Cade Cunningham out there with Alec Burks. Then there's Marvin Bagley, and it's Ivy in at the 3 slot.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
In recent years, Doris, we've really seen the Players Association stepping up and address player needs and, at the same time, global social issues.
Kevin, it's been absolutely inspiring to see the players use the tools they have at their advantage and their disposal. They want to create needed change, represent themselves, their communities, their organizations. Leadership at its absolute finest.
And they pick up 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hornets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
So for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Marvin Bagley, and it's Joseph in for Ivy. Pistons shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Here's Knox. Now Burks. 5 on the clock. Knox the pass to Joseph. Over MP. To end the run. And Stewart lays it up and in.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
And they double up MP. Count the basket. MP's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Joseph the pass to Burks. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with. And when you look at Burks, when he's feeling good, this guy makes an impact.
Well, think about it, GA. Last season was only the second time he's played over 64 games, but he got into a groove. He's proven now that when he's healthy, off the couch, off the bounce, this guy is a very difficult cover.
For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Joseph against MP. And stolen by Williams. Over to the left wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Bouknight's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Knox. And here's Burks. And Joseph kicks to Burks. Pass to Knox. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's MP. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Shot from the wing. He's off on that one. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Here's Williams. And that one is off.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Right side, Joseph. No good with the layup. Charlotte's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
I think his steals tell the story. This guy was a disruptive force, and I don't think you can underestimate how important it is for a team to have someone in that role.
Rodney McGruder's checked in for Detroit. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Joseph. Yep, that one goes. 39 points for MP.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Now, here's Joseph. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Clock at 6. Noel passes to Joseph. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Assisted.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
And the basket by MP. MP's got 41.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Second personal foul and the third team foul. Piston substitution.
Noel with it.
Hayes.
And the pass to Hayes. Shoots over Bouknight. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Alam ko na isa to sa na-miss nyo, yung ako'y magpakabis, pero at least lagi pa rin nasa list, kahit walang nirelease. Yung mga dis, buti na lang natiis ko kahit nakakainis. Saan di pa lang ay panis na wala akong kailangan ni please. Ako lang hindi lumusog, pero yung sulat busog, yung bitay palaging sunog. Di na sumusulat ng hindi magkakatunog, di ba ba kayo nakatunog? Sa akin lang kayo makakanood, na yun siya ba magkakasunod? Kaya halatadong tulog pa yung tao nagsabi sa akin di pa ako hubog. Tapos sila mga lyrics, may kasamang kulog. Mga ugok, magkakasabay na bulok. Di kami yung dahilan kung bakit di na kayo patok. Sadyang hindi napasok dito yung mga tira pasok. Napakadami ko na alog, simulan na nakita nila ko tumulan na padabog. Lahat sila sa akin pasugod, totoo palang inggit ay hindi na kaya magamot. Ako lagi tampok, na mga tunog hambog, lagi may nag-aamok. Kahit na wala ko inalok, may sumasagot. Oy, ano ba naman ang bot? Para sa sumuntok, mga pero sa pangalan namin nakabuntot. Mga kumurot, tulo magabog, ang mga tunog na akala nila kabuti sumulpot. Malamang sa malamang ay mauna pa din sila mauntog, bago pa makarating sa tuktok. Panahon nyo na maudlot kasi kami na ang taga-tuldok. O sige, namnamin nyo lang, pero pagtagal malalaman nyo rin ang sumatotal. Kung gusto nyo mapansin, sige lang, pero tandaang magkaiba ang nauso lang sa popular. Boy, dito madali, boy, huwag nyo nga akong kiniking, boy. Di ko na rin kayo kalibel, oy. Malaki na ang kaibahan, kahit magtanong ko pa sa iba dyan. Basta may alam nyo na yan. Diyos ko naman pag di pa inamin, ewan ko na lang. O sige, eto pa baka biting ka pa sa mga naririnig mo ngayon. Eto yung tipo ng isang beses mo lang maririnig sa kada tao. Dito para sa balakpakan, gusto ko lang ipangalandakan na hindi lang ako pang kalmahan. Nakantahan nyo nang di nyo nalaman, yun lang ang ginawa kong hakbangan hanggang sa nagkapangalan. Habang yung ibang kunwaring nababawan, ginawa akong hagdanan ng daming nakulangan na hinaan. Kailangan ko pa yatang pakitaan, kaso nga lang di nabali. Baka sa akin pamadaming mayabangan, di mahulaan yung tugma. Dila sa dulo may suntok, pati sa gitna mula umpisa may pinupunto to. Magaling na sana sila kung di natututo, dahilan ba't nawalan na papel yung iba at yun ang totoo. Di ko na din kasalanan ko, ayaw ko na magpaawat. Dire-diretso ang lakad, patunay ng mga paay sa lapag nakatapak. Banat ng banat hanggang matupad lahat ng mga balak. Mapasa kamay ang hindi ko pahawak, ang gusto lumawak kasi nga gano'n naman talaga dapat. Pinakalati bakit ang dami pa rin nasasabi na lait. Kung kami palagi ang hinahanap na marami at sa amin sila lumalapit. Kung kami palagi ang topic ng mga tao na sa awit namin ay na-addict, di ka na dapat nagagalit kung di mo gusto makisabi. Gusto nyo ng flex? Sige, ito pa yung next. Tignan nyo na lang kung sino yung nakaabante. Kita naman kung sino yung nakadiamante. Dami nagkalat sa kalyeng piling higante, pero kapag umatake, kala ko
We're starting this week with your top plays, and this is the last vote before you decide the best play of Season 6.
Will your play make the vote? We're about to find out. And this week, we got Lakers PA announcer Lawrence Tanner on the call. Take it away.
It's time for Top Plays. This is LT, Lawrence Tanner, public address announcer for your Los Angeles Lakers. In this special
Obviously, this is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar, and it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
Now Atlanta starting 5. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. The tandem on the perimeter. Murray and Hunter, and it's Holiday in at the point. Murray against Ball. Capella inside, and he buries his first look.
Beautiful work inside. Capella putting his hard hat on and going to work.
MP, the pass to Washington. Back to MP. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Well, after the first-round exit in 22, the Hawks front brass admitted perhaps they've been too complacent with the roster. So that changed this summer, trading for an all-star in DeJounte Murray. He can make a big impact with his two-way talent.
Offensive rebound. Plumlee passes to MP. Unable to get that one.
And they funked this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Holiday with the ball. Guarded now by Ball. Out to the wing. Collins, the open look. That shot missing. And Charlotte going the other way now. Victory eluded them last time in Atlanta when they faced the Hawks.
One thing we saw from them that game, and we see it around the league, an over-dependency on the three-point.
You know, if you're cold from range, there are other ways to score. You can post up, dribble drive, get out in transition.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Now here's Hunter. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. To the middle. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Look at the pass from Hunter, wanting to get his teammates involved.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Plumlee passes to MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got his second basket on the night.
You look around the league at possible all-star selections. MP has made a pretty good case for himself.
I agree, and Grant, you have to think the momentum is there for MP to be an all-star. At the very least, you think he has to warrant consideration. Now here's Collins. 17 points in his last outing. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. P.J. Washington picks one up.
As usual.
Substitution on the court.
And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. The perimeter pair is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Collins plays the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Holiday in at the point guard position.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He picked up 41 points and also played lockdown defense. His fingerprints were all over this game. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how much of that performance carries over into this one.
His goal is to provide whatever the team needs from him on that particular evening.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
Outside Holiday. And a miss there on the triple.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
MP finds Washington. That one's good for 2. Now it's a 7-point Charlotte lead.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Goes back up. Capella can't get it to go.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Oubre passes to MP, and it falls for him. He's now 4 of 7 from the field.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Over to the wing. Here's Collins. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Rare for him to get a wide-open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Count that bucket. Washington's got 7 points for the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Collins outside. Back to Holiday. Collins outside. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's MP. Collins with the rebound.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And it's good. 2 points. Hunter's got 5.
A tough guy who doesn't mind mixing it up. Hunter can do a lot of damage in the paint.
MP. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. And the Hornets lead by 11.
He means business. Unlikely to be a comeback on his watch.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
A big-time effort for Terry Rozier, providing a lot of energy for the Charlotte Hornets. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. More 2K action in just a moment. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, one of the stories here, Terry Rozier. Man, is he getting it done today?
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Washington and Plumlee patrol the paint. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the Hornets 5. And that one drops for them.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Tons of hype around LaMelo Ball, the 3rd overall pick in 2020. Just like you, Grant.
Yeah, although the draft was a little different back in my day. But let me tell you, B.A., there is so much pressure being a top 3 pick. It's really impressive that LaMelo has lived up to the lofty expectations.
He's a lot to handle at both ends. Capella just keeps coming at you.
And Clint Capella takes pride in his defense. He knows what he's on the floor for. He will never back down from a challenge and doesn't take plays off.
Outside Oubre. And they double up MP. Pass to Plumlee. And MP with a basket on the assist by Plumlee. MP's got 14 points for the game.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And with Capella in his defense, he's a vocal leader on that end of the floor, Grant.
Well, he will hold guys accountable in the locker room. Capella knows it takes 5 committed players to play great defense, and he wants everyone on his team to buy in.
McDaniels is checked in for Charlotte. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Griffin comes in for Holiday. Griffin passes to Hunter. No good on the 3. Charlotte has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Back to MP. And he banks in the layup. 16 points for him.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assists.
Right wing. Pass to Collins. And Collins with the slam.
John Collins is one of those guys. When he leaves the floor, he just keeps going up.
Here's MP. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
And it's in there. Okongwu's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And the defense knows he's relentless. You have to try and match that intensity.
Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent, that's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
The Hornets have gotten all 6 of their shots to fall. Talk about a perfect start to the half. A nice shot by MP. MP's got 12 points in just the second half.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passes.
Outside Hunter. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. And it's the Hornets' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's MP. And again, it's Charlotte converting.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
For Atlanta, they've gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8.
And you know, guys, there's one thing that may have hurt the Hornets the past few seasons. A lack of playoff experience among their core players. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got assist number 5 here tonight. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third quarter here. And of the Hornets' top 5 scorers last season, 3 have never been to the playoffs.
And B.A., that can be tough when the pressure's on. They've gotten blown out in play-in games each of the last 2 seasons. But with all their talent, they should be in the postseason soon enough. They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Atlanta again missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
Richards is checked in for Charlotte. Terry Rozier comes in for Oubre. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Kaminsky comes in for Collins. Johnson, he's checked in for Hunter. And Bogdanovich is subbed in for Griffin. Murray, no good. Charlotte's gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's MP. Misses off the left iron. Here's Bogdanovich. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Here's Ball. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Ball's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Hornets. A chance now to hear Nate McMillan talking to his team moments ago.
Defensively, we got to keep these.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Atlanta, they've got Johnson. Also Frank Kaminsky out there, and it's Martin in at the 2 spot.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Hawks shooting at about 34% here in this game. Bogdanovich against Martin. The shot, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Cody Martin.
What impresses me is the efficiency of Bogey's game.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that about wraps it up. So for Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking everyone for watching tonight's game. So long, everyone.
Very soon.
Get into your theater seats for tea time. Dribbles behind their back and through the opponent's legs to finish on the other side of the rim, putting on a show worthy of a big stage. Nice. Rec time next with tonight's entertainment. One good crossover.
And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. The big men on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. MP is out there with Ball, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Porter passes to Gordon. He's looking for Caldwell Pope and finds him. Good defense by MP. Charlotte, their last game, a win against Atlanta. Inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. MP's got his second basket of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. Not there.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Charlotte foul. Number 10. That's his first personal foul.
There's one thing that's become clear about this Hornets team. They've become one of the best passing teams in the league.
And it's in there.
It's so good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And putting that pressure on the rim, that's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
And Charlotte's passing has improved a lot in the last few seasons. Greg, even more.
Yeah, their assist numbers have been terrific, and they keep their turnovers to a minimum. That's a trend you want to see continue.
Hornets have gotten their first three shots to go in for to start off this game. Plumlee, the pass to Oubre. Charlotte moving it around. Ball dishes to MP. Unloads from 13. The second effort. And it's laid up and in by Washington.
Only one miss in the first 5 attempts. Clearly feeling.
Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Murray. He kicks to Caldwell Pope. A three-pointer, no good. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a loss to the Lakers. Down low, MP passes to Plumlee. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots fall off to a very good start offensively as a result.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 5. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They are coming off that win against it.
Substitution on the court.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Washington out there with Oubre. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's MP. And it's Williams in the center position.
With a strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Caldwell Pope after the made shot from MP. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Caldwell Pope. Charlotte has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter, less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Charlotte making a switch here. Richards is checked in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. Shooting for Charlotte. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on him.
2 minutes remaining.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Gordon. From deep three-point range, a rebound by Washington.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team. That's why they're ahead.
And there's the bucket from MP.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
That was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jokic.
Jokic never lacking in terms of getting his body involved, throwing his body around, using that bulk and power to grab rebounds.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. MP's got the lead back up to 10 now for Charlotte. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
Ball kicks to Washington. MP score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Offensive rebound. Another shot. They shoot again. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, you know, it's obvious that Ball knows exactly how to work the angles. He gets the ball to a wide-open shooter just about every time.
Highland passes to Jokic. With 4 seconds on the clock. That shot is off. And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Tavius Caldwell-Pope really making a difference here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Murray and Caldwell Pope, the guards. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Michael Malone getting going here in the second half. And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
You know, this Denver team used to run a lot, but over the last few seasons, they've significantly slowed down their pace.
Snatched up. And Jokic slams it in.
He's almost 7 feet tall now. Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's having to remind defenses that he can do so.
To the paint, here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And here are the Nuggets now. After the basket by Charlotte. Knocks it loose. Oubre with the steal. Oh, and here comes Oubre all alone. And finished off by Oubre.
Boy, an excellent passer for a big man. P.J. Washington's floor awareness, impressive.
The Nuggets trail by 14. And the Nuggets start playing slower. More half-court basketball. Why?
Well, I think it suits the game of multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. I mean, the Joker is a maestro in the post and on the perimeter as a passer and scorer. So he dissects opposing defenses from anywhere on the court, and the staff has a
substitution on the court.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. This is a 2 MP. Washington trying to break free. Plumlee finds MP. Bucket is good.
That's simply an outstanding play. Working the size of this man right at the rim.
Contavious Caldwell Pope. He's checked in for Brown. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
I love the fact they've done tremendous work on the offensive glass. A lot of second chance opportunities as they've kept that ball alive.
On the floor for Charlotte. The big man on the floor. It's Washington and Plumlee. LaMelo Ball is out there with MP. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender.
Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee on the bench late in my career. It's kind of a comfort food, warms you up a little bit, and all good things that can get you ready for action, I'm for.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Over Plumlee, and it's Jokic missing. Hornets leading by 12. MP outside. Plumlee trying to break loose, and MP gets it to go on the assist by Ball.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win
for the Hornets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year. And when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take that first game of the season series. That's what they've done here tonight against Denver.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for MP.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Charlotte making a switch here. Williams, he's checked in for Plumlee. Jones comes in for P.J. Washington. Daniels, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And Smith subbed in for Ball. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Denver. Clark, how about the Nuggets? This core has really delivered.
Yeah, I like the young nucleus there, Kevin, led by the Joker, Nikola Jokic. I mean, one of the best in the West I think they've built a perennial contender, definitely back on the map and in the thick of things. Got to get Porter Jr. and Murray healthy.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first.
And, you know, Smith, the former Demon Deacon, he's a savvy veteran who's passing and shooting, really can frustrate opponents.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.